Right here, me DJ Olembe. So Obekaya early this week, and I'm Zapp Mallet, Edin Komo, concerning medical sample nejuma. Emma Zapp edit to just say, no cre, name medical yedi senefata. So I heard that video now, obey me ako checking it out. Party and fans one ma, yet why on common so. So when him say kokoko by the Sibri Jamina, Zapp Mallet in the producer here. Na Bibisano say, among forces animal and sound her life. No na kwa ye obi o produce enyom ne de se no no so hu no na se Highlife a de ne ma ne Highlife na Highlife no kra no wo rhythm wo part ne bi a follow ana because ye wo reggae Highlife ye wo boga Highlife no ya adoso sen eno no so hu no Highlife wo part ne bi a follow Highlife ne rhythm te say no kind. Hey, Coco Highlife song.
Yeah, Coco is Highlife. And then for me, I don't describe Highlife by the beat of the song. I describe Highlife by the way it is sung. We don't have about disco beat behind Highlife, but we tour a Highlife. Like, yeah, if you listen to the beat, it's disco. But the way Lumba and the Champion sang it, it's Highlife by nature. You know, like WWE is reggae, but the Amachi song it's complete Highlife. So that's for me. I describe Highlife by the way it's sung. I'm not describe Highlife by the beat itself, because you can sing Highlife to any beat. Yeah, you can sing Highlife to hip hop. You can sing Highlife to anything, so long as you've got your melody intact. You know, so I don't describe Highlife by the beat. So I think Coco yes is Highlife because the way that Sibri sang it, everything was Highlife. We try to infuse some R&B thing, kind of, you know, like put it, but at the end of the day, you know, it still had the Highlife flavor. But the beat was just a replica of what I thought I was hearing when I was listening to a Brandy song produced by Rodney Jerkins here. About the title, I know that song. I know that one. That's a certain song. And that's how I interpreted that beat. So when I was asked to do Coco and I was asked to do it, I was invited to do it through that. I should use that flavor to do it. So I tried to interpret what I had by the Highlife, the chords, the chord progression. That's Red brought the Highlife I got. I married them together and got the beat I got. But if you listen to the chords itself, is cool. If you listen to Coco, the chords itself cool. You know, it's cool. So that's where Coco for me is Highlife. You know, I might have played it, I might have produced it like R&B, but it's still Highlife.
Because when me also like me a DJ and me started saying my attention I call sound so do o say udi actually say the rhythm no and because it seems 60 to 70% of songs in every Highlife and on Kenya Highlife say by rhythm na ye dey e ka dia ana
even Highlife crano even Titinu crano Highlife sometimes like you're saying the rhythm, if you are going to follow the rhythm, waiting. Because they had some Highlife songs in blues, and blues is typical American, and most of our Highlife songs had to lean on another kind of style of music. I don't know why. Highlife has always leaned. If Titi Crown, Highlife was fixed on blues. Okay. Sometimes jazz, sometimes big band music, American music. You know, whatever like it or not. You know, Highlife was we always Highlife has to ride on another kind of that is why. I don't blame it if today we've come with we've come with hip life and all that kind of lives, you know, because we had jazz Highlife, we had reggae Highlife, we had all kinds of Highlife. You know, we were just trying to marry Highlife with any kind of rhythm, funk Highlife, disco Highlife, and all kinds of Highlife. And eventually we came up with hip life and other derivatives came out of it. And yeah, today here we are now. Where is where we find ourselves, you know.
Ghanaians are smart or sound one, as I said, because me every genre they are Ghanaians be say or more only like or more the bomb dim. Or she crank e buy. Ghanaians ya the buy dim. Drill music buy.
Drill, trap and all that. Yeah.
Drill music on say a baffle from on band say they are bro for na, but as time goes on, once the Ghanaians be ya no much abo dim.
Yeah.
Because drill no say actually now Kumasi guys Asakane other guys. Now for the more bought Highlife guitar near the I don't know.
Yeah.
Ghana any ankasa sheda we genre or and now the genres in now always ride on other people's genres.
We want to we you know, I think the effects of colonization is to count. The effects of colonization, see, we've been so Americanized from the beginning. You know, I met my father when I grew up. He was, trying to, be American. But those times, everybody is trying to be American. And, those who were trying to be African were few. The Pan-Africanists were very few. Because the Satan and Sebi prejudice and NBA, were so fixated. Some of us even enjoyed, or some of our fathers even enjoyed the colonization more than independence today. And you can't blame them for it. That's the kind of situation they met. It's now that things are changing, and now we are seeing things differently.
I don't cast still.
And to say the baby, and it's like always, we have to attach our music with something, and something Western. Of course, we'll never attach it to anything Chinese or Japanese, but we attach it to something Western. So, Tito Krano, Highlife, it was linked with blues and other things, and jazz, and they'll tell you rumba, cha-cha-cha, and all that kind of, those things are Afro-Caribbean anyway. But, it still came from the West. We still saw it, those times we still saw it as coming from the West. We always had that Western influence on our music. There's always been a Western influence on our music, whether we like it or not. Yeah, because, like I said, even in the 30s and the 40s, our music was heavily influenced by jazz and all that, such that we have beautiful instrumentalists, because of that influence, that Western influence. We have beautiful instrumentalists, who could interpret our life in certain forms and measures, So.
Because I say, when you sure says those influences, Western influences, now, to some extent, Nigerians, making Highlife no more Afro, all of a sudden, as a more take you over, and some come away. Tremana baby, I can't want some neighbor. Go share the way. As a more Highlife, you're more African than the Indian because they said the Okano. Always the foreign influences in here more. But if you listen to Nigerian Highlife now, won't share them who's had even how
they have Western, some kind of Western influence. Listen to their sounds, the sounds they use, the way they do their mixes, the way they do their mastering. It's today's and then modern technology we used to know.
But I can't read them wise.
Well, in terms of their creativity, now and here.
As for more than more African, I knew reggae, not a pop beat, but singing and the man who's to say the okan. But more rhythmically, you feel it.
Yeah, Nigerians have been able to put their music in a certain context, in a certain confided context. Where you can hear that if it is Afrobeat, it is Afrobeat. But Ghanaians Highlife, we've not been able to put the Highlife in that stiff context. I don't think anybody will be able to put Highlife in that stiff context, like rhythmically. Say Highlife near Bonnie say Highlife big up on a big man sound say but it is singing mostly how it is rendered. That shows the Highlife and then Highlife. Because reggae say it's not the singing that determines the way reggae is.
Yeah, the rhythm.
But if they are dancers, it's a kind of the singing.
Okay.
If I sing,
Okay.
But and also the beat the beat is more prominent. It shows the kind of rhythm it is, or the kind of music it is. When you listen to the beat, it shows the kind of music it is. Dancehall, that kind of thing. But Highlife, when you listen, you can't tell wait there you know, high life goes by this rhythm. Because anytime I ask somebody, say, on me, what rhythm that goes with high life, on me, I'm trying to say, on me saying a reggae call. You can tell me that high life reggae goes like this. On me saying a zouk call, and now zouk call. Or bet me tell me say. But high life, on me saying high life, we won't say, now the person will be found wanting. But instead of pick elements out of it, like maybe the
we are the kind of instrument that we feel is
and the high life cannot be confided. For me, I don't think it is fair to confide high life to a certain rhythm. No. High life goes beyond that. High life is malleable. High life is sensual. It can get everywhere. High life is so fluid.
Because you take Fatia Patan Chroma by that kid. Also, it's more of R&B. But the way we see it turn on.
You see. I bet you say the R&B say about all means no high life be more. I don't say we high life is going on.
That means in some context, high life any tangible.
Yeah.
And I'm a boy.
In a certain sense, if
it's a tangible. I say a very difficult to sell. Unlike other genres now, okay, this is this is R&B. This is R&B. This is how it goes. But they said you're okay. Maybe our Ghanaian producers and music, music on Juma. You do Omoko America now, baby. Say Omoko market high life. I'm here. You be said Nipa 5 and you say Obi can be different. But say hip hop no Omoko ton. Say Nipa 5 at least move forward to me actually say hip hop.
That one's a scare. That one's a scare because that's always been my worry. Say, how do we describe high life? Do we have all of us? Do we have a unanimous description of high life? Do we have a unanimous definition of high life? All of us in Ghana. Because then you can Obi candidates, Obi back candidates say because everybody say sukus and everybody say reggae. Obi abekan the same story. The Chankana now Obi abekan. But when it comes to ours, whose story do you tell?
Yeah, because
that's a problem. That's also been my worry. And you know, but you can still market high life. You can still market high life because I know for me I think I know more at the advantageous because that just a bit me out to be away the new America to high life Augusto.
And I said,
wait now for Bob James, New America, not to high life Augusto. Jazz, wait now for with news, you might to high life Augusto.
Until when you show say Ghanaian high life, it depended more on lyrics more than reading.
Yeah, more or less. Not lyrics, I'll say.
I'm just saying because
rhythmically metrically, the way the meters are joined together in high life, the syncopation of singing there, then I know that determine.